start.
It was a bright afternoon. Three friends named Sai, Shlok, Vishnu were in the middle of the game of cricket. But little did they know that their game was about to make a very unexpected turn.
Well, that was the ball again. Looks like you have hit the ball into her lady's lap.
Oh, not again. I'll never get the ball back.
So, you have done this like 100 times. Go back. Yeah, sure. You are always the one doing it.
Oh, alright, fine. I don't wish to give it back this time.
Sai and Vishnu watched as Shlok leaned towards the house, clearly dreading the moment. For the next few days, Shlok found himself going to that same house again and again whenever the ball made its way inside. Sai, however, wasn't just curious about the ball, he had other things on his mind.
So, you have been visiting at the shop again and you have been there a lot. What's going on, Shloka? Yeah, Shloka, you are visiting there. Do you know that?
It's not like that, science. Stories. Don't believe them.
Stories? You really? Stories about what? Are you sure she's not just speaking yarns to keep you around?
Sai, always skeptic, don't take things at face value, but curiosity got better of him and he decided to find out for himself.
Alright, let's now see this.
The boys walked towards the house. There, a lady is sitting on a chair, smiling at them. The boys awkwardly stand in front of her. The lady gestures them to come closer.
Oh, you have brought your friends with you, Shlok? Come, sit. I've just now finished a new story, and it seems like you all are curious about it.
Yes, I'm. This is from my friend, science and vision. We have been questioning about the stories not told here.
Come, Sylvan, sit down. I have plenty of stories to tell. Stories about great valor and bravery. Stories which you won't find in your textbooks.
Bravery from whom? Your stories sound a little far-fetched to me.
I understand, sir, but if you hear them for yourself, you'll get to know it. Take, for example, the story of Major Somnachal.
The boys sit down, Sai still skeptic, but interested at the same time. The lady's voice grows solemn.
In 1947 of November, after India gained its independence, the region of Kashmir became a flashpoint. Major Somnath Sharma was stationed opposition near Kashmir, but with a contingent of soldiers.
But you just stood there off and fought them with them.
No, it's not like that. On 3rd of November, the enemies attacked Kashmir, but Major Somnath Sharma and his men were into a desperate battle. Despite being surrounded from all the sides, Major Somnath Sharma and his men never accepted defeat. His words were, "The enemy may be strong, but we will not be."
The boys are caught up in the story now. Sai's skepticism fading as he listens intently.
The battle was fierce. The condition of Indian soldiers was terrible. But Major Somnath Sharma never fought back, and his words never wavering, "We will hold this post until our last breath."
But he did survive, right?
Yes, Major Somnath Sharma died there, but he died with courage and bravery. His courage saved the life of millions of others. And for this, he was awarded the Param Vir chakra, India's highest military recognition.
That's a real. Kept fighting even there was no force.
That's really, this was more than I expected. There's nothing like this inspiring.
Remember, children, courage isn't always about fighting. Sometimes it's about facing hardest challenges with bravery and resilience.
Is there only this much stories or there are many? If there, where are they?
Take this, sir.
The lady handed over a book named The Brave
structure of the book. Each concept on the book focuses on a specific conflict of India's history, such as the Indo-Pak War of 1947 to 1948, the Congo Crisis of 1961, the Indo-Chinese War of 1962, the Second Kashmir War of 1965, the Indo-Pak War of 1971, and the Kargil War of 1999. The research done by the author is on the real accounts shared by their family members and witnesses. Now, the cover page and front page of the book. On the cover page of the book, the Brave Param Vir chakra stories is prominently displayed along with the author's name, Rashna Vistha. The layout is very simple with no intricate art, but the theme emphasizes the courage and valor of our brave soldiers. The clean and bold typography reflects the courage and sacrifice of our stories detailed in the book. Hey Vishnu, is bravery only written in name or there are such stories in the book?
To answer science question, let us briefly see some summary of the piece.
To start off, let's study the motivation of the author from the quartermaster Haridan Major Abdul Rahman. He, of the 4 killing years, displayed extraordinary valor during the 1965 Indo-Pak War. He displayed extraordinary valor. He single-handedly destroyed various enemy battle tanks using a cheap-mounted recoilless gun. Despite being heavily outnumbered, he displayed extraordinary valor, and due to his strategic ambushes in the sugarcane field, turned the tide of the rest. Naturally, he was killed in action with his chief and of the fire, posthumously awarded the Param Vir chakra. But due to this, Abdul Hamid remains a symbol of courage and sacrifice inspiring generations of Indians.
That was quite interesting. Let us now move on to the most famous story of this book, Captain Vidyashala, heroic officer from Jammu Kashmir's 13th Army, who played a pivotal role in the Kargil War of 1990. We also know him from the name Sher Shah. Vikram Batra led many expeditions, but he tried to reclaim the critical points at point 5 and 4, in which his battle cry was "Give Dil Mange." We all know it, right? Which was "Give Dil Mange," which became an unwavering determination of sacrifice as well as bravery. Despite harsh conditions and heavy enemy fire, Vikram displayed extraordinary courage, leading his men to victory. Tragically, during an assault on 4875, he was mortally wounded while rescuing one of his foes, for which he gave the most bravest award, that is the Param Vir chakra.
It with the story side. Now, let's move on to the story which will run chill down to your spine. Yes, this is the story of Subedar Major Bana Singh. Subedar Major Bana Singh is one of the greatest warriors attained to India. He received Param Vir chakra due to his extraordinary bravery shown in 1987 Siachen War. The mission Operation Rajiv was designed to capture the post, a strategic post named as White Post, which was captured by Pakistani soldiers during -45 degrees Celsius, snowstorms and treacherous terrain. Bana Singh led his army team through all this waist-deep snow and ambush upon the enemy. With the help of grenades and violence, he either drive off the Pakistani raiders or either kill them off. For this bravery, he was awarded with Param Vir chakra. Bana Singh still lives as a symbol of resilience, determination, and sheer willpower.
So, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the book?
To answer science question, let us discuss some strengths as well as the weakness of the book.
This is the customer review, which we have got from various sites such as Goodreads, Amazon, Audible, which are famous all across the world. Everyone over here loves to read this book. The book has got a rating of 4.5 in Goodreads, 4.7 in Amazon, and 4.8 in Audible. And there are various comments shared by readers on various sites. Now, one of the most major strong points of this book is its emotional depth and narrative. Author has explained every story with her own emotional perspective, making each and every story unique and very inspiring.
Also, don't forget the detailed and well-researched accounts done by the author
two sides, as there are strengths that should be weaknesses.
There are some.
We all appreciate the effort took by the author. We know the amount of effort and pain she took for writing this. There is no scope for finding any weaknesses, but we still feel in some stories, like the story of Major Vanasi, author could have provided us with more detailed information. And was the first time reader, some words needed context. In such situation, lack of glossary hurts a lot. But despite this, my heart aches for it, and we all appreciate the efforts took by the author.
But these weaknesses doesn't reduce the bravery done by our soldiers. The soldiers don't just fight battles, they display extraordinary valor, courage, selflessness, acts. And due to which, we got the freedom to doubt, dream, and live.
Now, we will see the conclusion of it. We are often influenced by the stories of fictional heroes, characters such as Spider-Man, Batman, Iron Man, etc. But after reading this book, we recognize that there are heroes in our real life too. And we are deeply influenced through the heroic acts of our great heroes in present day. It is not only a book but also a life lesson for us. Narratives illustrated that bravery is not only confined to fictional heroes but also a quality inherent in ordinary individuals who take their extraordinary actions in face of danger. By reading these powerful stories, we recognize that true bravery is one's fear and performing act of courage in dire circumstances.
अरे मैं आज तुम लोगों की वजह से मैं ये समझ पाया कि मुझे डॉक्टर बनना था, आज तुम लोग की वजह से और ये बुक की वजह से मुझे आर्मी ऑफिसर बनने की इच्छा हुई। थैंक यू।
Ring ring, ring ring. Are you the author of this book?
Yes, but
Here's a letter from the soldiers of our country. Do you want me to read it for you?
sure, but will you have a seat?
Sure. This letter is written in Hindi. आदरणीय रचना जी, मैं भारतीय सेना का फौजी आपको यह पत्र लिख रहा हूँ। कुछ ही समय पहले आपने लिखी द ब्रेव परम वीर चक्र स्टोरी किताब मुझे मिली। मैं आपके लेखन कौशल और मेहनत से धन्य हो गया। मुझे ज्ञात हुआ कि आप मेरे घर के पड़ोस में निवास करती हैं, इसलिए यह पत्र मैं आपको धन्यवाद करने के साथ साथ मेरे परिवार के लिए एक संदेश आपके माध्यम से भेज रहा हूँ। यह संदेश मेरे परिवार तक पहुँचाने के लिए मैं आपका सदा कृपाभिलाषी रहूँगा। यह संदेश मेरे परिवार को पढ़कर बताऊँ। पहला संदेश मेरी माँ को। मुझे माफ़ करना माँ, मैं आपसे मिलने नहीं आ पाया। मन करता है कि सब कुछ छोड़कर आपकी गोद में आकर समा जाऊँ, लेकिन क्या करूँ, यहाँ पर भी तो मेरी बड़ी माँ, मेरी भारत माँ को मेरी ज़रूरत है, इसलिए मुझे रुकना पड़ रहा है। पिताजी से कहिएगा कि आपका बेटा यहाँ हर दुश्मन की दांत खट्टे कर रहा है। यह सब हिंदी तो सीख के कारण कर रहा हूँ। मेरा अगले संदेश मेरी पत्नी सीता के लिए। प्रिय सीता, तुम्हारा यह राम जल्द ही वापस आएगा और तुम्हारा इंतजार खत्म होगा। तुम्हारे पिछले पत्र से पता चला कि हमें एक बेटी हुई है। तुमने पत्र में कहा था कि बिटिया का नाम मैं ही रखूंगा, इसलिए उसके कान में जाके कहना, अमृता 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 हम सबके जीवन में अमृत रूपी मिठास भर देगी। अब मेरा संदेश रचना जी के लिए। रचना जी, आपने पुस्तक लिखने के लिए जो परिश्रम किए उसके लिए हर सिपाही ऋणी रहेगा। आपने हमारे परमवीर चक्र प्राप्त सिपाहियों को उचित शाब्दिक श्रद्धांजलि दी, इसलिए धन्यवाद। आपका कृपाभिलाषी राम शरण। These are the soldiers of our country, sacrificed everything for us. We are sitting here calmly because of them. The author has already provided a tribute to them with the help of this book. It's our time to provide them tribute. We, the students of Shri Vani Vidyashala High School, are going to present few lines of the song which pays tribute to not only these 21 Param Vir chakras but also to every soldier. I would like to say to all audience to maintain the silence and feel the song. ए मेरे वतन के लोग, सराख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए
So which one of the heroes inspired you the most?
I would like to answer this question.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, every 21 soldier is equal for us, is enough brave for us, and everyone inspires us a lot. So we can't really discriminate between one story to tell you what inspires us the most. But we can tell what inspiration we got.
What was the inspiration?
Many times in our life, each and every human being is he just accepts the defeat in front of all. But when I read this book, I was used to also be like that. When I read this book, I realize that these are also humans. These people also face a lot of odds. Like the example of Yaduna, one of the Param Vir chapter from this book. They were only 9 people in that camp, and the Pakistani raiders or Pathans, they were in the numbers of 100, 200, 500. So odds were too much. But still, they fought to their last breath. They could have decided to give it up or something, but they fought till their last breath. Similarly, it's with Major Somnath Sharma. The odds again were really at the large number, but still he didn't give up. He gave his full potential for his nation. And from this we realize that sometimes when the odds are standing in front of us, like one of the mentions from the book about Yaduna, that in the end, he was the only one who survived. I just got a goosebumps and I was saying this. Yes. So he was the only one who survived. And when he was standing in front of so much people, many of them actually got scared of him and ran out of the battlefield. So this is what we have to do in front of our opposition. Just face it with the bravery which our soldiers, 1% of the bravery which our soldiers have built, and face the odds with strong mind, strong mindset, with sheer perseverance, and I am sure that even odds will fear of him if he did. So this was one of the life lessons we learned from them.
I really like the presentation, the way it
Thank you.
started to begin. I like the skill of history also. You made proper use of this skill in your presentation. I would like to ask you whether do you think that this book should get included in your school syllabus?
Miss, one of the mention is there in our, I guess, 6th standard lessons, Param Vir chakra stories. It is, but I think that it is really small considering their ability. There are 21 stories, so I guess they should include at least 2 in our textbook curriculum, so that the lesson which we learn by reading the book, everyone would learn by reading the textbook itself.
Have you watched Share?
Yes, even I love the movie and I've watched it 2 or 3 times.
Actually, I was, before reading this book, I was trying to become a doctor. My aim was becoming a doctor. But after reading this book, my perspective was changed and I decided to become an army officer.
Wow.
He's being honest at this point.
You can combine both. We have doctors.
Yes.
Indian
We
medical.
cannot sacrifice on one side for everything. We can combine doctors like you in our armed forces. All the best.
Thank you. Really best wishes.
Thank you.
I now request and invite Julie on the stage to give us the certificates for this part. And Dr. Sai Sarvani. Sai. Ritesh Bhalera.